Ukrainian officials say at least 6 people have been killed by Russian missile attacks on Kyiv and H. Dozens more were reportedly wounded, including children. H's mayor, Vitaly Klitschko, has called on people to stay in shelters as air defenses have been engaged in repelling the attack. Explosions have been reported in Kyiv and in the surrounding area, and Kyiv's administration has said that several apartments and cars were on fire. Let's get the very latest from DW's Nick Connolly, joining me now from Kyiv. It was very loud here this morning at about 7 o'clock in the morning local time. That was most likely the air defenses working, and most of these fires seem to be from bits of debris of destroyed missiles falling to the ground, then catching fire, hitting cars. There are reports of casualties here in Kyiv, but it seems to be much worse in HH. Ukraine's second big city is obviously much closer to the Russian border. It's only about 35 kilometers direct airline, and so they obviously often enough don't really get much of a warning. The missiles are faster than it is possible to put out that air a warning, and there are reports there of also casualties, significant casualties, dozens of casualties, including children, and pretty striking images of a high-rise residential building basically destroyed on one side. So the expectation there is that those casualty figures will rise significantly in the hours to come. And is this an issue of Ukraine's ability to continue to repel such attacks as we're approaching almost 2 years into this war? Well, certainly that is a big fear here in Ukraine, that for all the Western hardware that has been supplied in recent months and years, that soon enough they might run out of the munitions to use them, especially for the Patriot missile system, which is crucial for intercepting ballistic missiles. Those are the fastest missiles that really basically fly on a kind of trajectory that sees them dropping to the ground at huge speed. If you look at the figures from today, they were pretty good at getting rid of Russian cruise missiles that are slower and easier to intercept, but the ballistic missiles are a much harder target. There is also the question of what Russia has to attack Ukraine. They're having to really use those big attacks, lots of different missiles in one go, to try and get past Ukraine's defenses, even attacking H today with an anti-ship missile. That shows you that even Russia now is really having trouble trying to find enough missiles that will get through and that will hit targets. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. That is our correspondent Nick Connolly reporting from Kyiv.